one. Oh, we did it. We did it. Yeah, that's right. Look at those tats. Yeah. Coming for the gun, son. Ah.
Let's go.
All right, we ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, everybody. Welcome to SlapSon. We got the man in the building. We have a little conspiracy that Tom Selleck might be his real dad. The man rocks the mustache, so he fools you. You look at that while he smacks you. It's just a tactic. It's not for looks. It's so he can kill you. I love this so much. His first match. Bam, round one. Bam, round two. The doctor had to stop it. Boy was going to die. It was amazing. And now we got him on the pod. Everybody, let's welcome Hunter. My man.
How are you, brother?
Dude, I'm doing so good. How are you?
Wonderful, man. Just ready to get started with you. I'm so stoked.
Oh, dude, I'm so pumped. So, I have to ask,
Yeah.
because I've asked everybody, the sport's so new. How, dude, how in the world do you find PowerSlap, dude?
Instagram, like just about like everyone else, it just showed up on my phone one day. Me and my buddy were watching it, and we were just like, "Holy shit, what is this? This is unreal." And then like a year later, the same whole scenario happened. Like, dude, what is this? Like, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, do you remember when we talked about it?" And I was like, "Dude, I'm signing up. I'm getting in on this. I got it." It's just, I love it. I love the raw barbaricness of it. It makes me feel alive, and there's nothing that compares to it.
So, did you follow the Instagram trail to like an application? Did you DM somebody?
No, I just like some people did. Like I went right on Instagram back in at the end of April and was like, "Yeah, it says casting right here. I'll sign up. Let's see what happens." And then,
Dude, what the fuck?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
it's that simple.
And they just call you and they're like, "Hey, you're on the show." Like,
I mean, you send in your information. If they like what you got, if there's someone they want to see on the show, and you got what they're looking for, it can happen. It's definitely an opportunity that I was not going to let up.
And do they have an interview process, or it's just the application?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you fill out some information, you send some photos, then you do an actual interview with one of the producers, and then from so on and so forth, you'll get more information if they're moving along with you, or maybe something later down the line. I heard it differentiates for different people, but depends like how you are interested in it. Like how I was, I just signed right up. Some people got called in, it's crazy.
Dude, I love that so much. Everybody has like just a little bit of a different story, but it's crazy how, oh yeah, I'll fill it out. Oh yeah, I'll answer some questions. Oh yeah, I'll do this. And then they call you, and does your adrenaline just spike?
Yeah. Oh, I could not believe it. I remember waking up that morning, getting ready for work, and then I just see a Gmail from PowerSlap. I'm like, no way. No way. And I was ready to roll. That pumped me up to like 150%. That's when I knew. I was like, oh, this is going to be real fun.
Dude, I love it so much. So, watching the show, you didn't get a lot of screen time, but they obviously recognize the skills. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, when they have you as one of their guys, which you obviously are, do they give you a notice or a heads up about the next match, or is it sort of spur of the moment, like the application process, and you're just like, okay, now I guess I'm in this event?
I mean, it seems to differentiate for everyone as well. Like, I'll be honest with you, I haven't heard anything about what's going forward with me, but I'm always training. I'm doing my thing. Like, if they want to show and they want to bring me back, I'm more than glad to come back.
Dude, I love it.
It is too much fun. I love it.
They call you back and they're like, "You're actually a coach this season." You're like,
you sure?
Are you sure? Dude, I love it. So how do you even train for such a specific in-your-face?
Mm-hmm. I mean, one of the big things for this is like your mobility and your rotation. I think if you're able to like really get a handle on how you're able to rotate your hips or any type of like, that momentum, that's where you can really like see some real change in your game for this. A lot of people I see just like, slapping the bag a shit ton of times, building calluses. There's a lot of things that is so intricate with just being, a slap that people do. It's insane, but there's so much you could do.
So when it comes to that first slap, is that the most, dude, is that the most adrenaline? And then when that's over, you're like, okay, I survived and everything
Yeah.
calms down? Or is it always like just spiked?
So I'll be honest with you, that was my first real time where I had my adrenaline fully going. Like I've been in a couple like street fights, nothing like anything serious, getting my shit rocked right up on a open palm face. But
Yeah, give me your
definitely
wallet.
that adrenaline rush was there throughout the entire time. If I remember talking to my opponent after the fact, after everything aired, and I'm like, I don't remember any of this. My adrenaline was so spiked up. I had no idea that like Dana was in the crowd. None of that. No recollection of it. I was just so amped up and trying to focus on staying alive for this fight.
So is it like a blurring effect when you were going through that?
Yeah,
Or was the room dark and you didn't see anything?
Oh no, it was definitely a tunnel vision. I was just more. I think the best way to describe the adrenaline where it went to was just being focused on getting your hit, staying still, and just doing everything right without fouling. That was just my main goal of being up there: was take the hit and just recover fine. That was it.
Yeah. And when that guy, I'm trying to put myself in your shoes. I can't imagine. Walk me through your process because I can't imagine you smack it and they start wobbling. Are you like, oh my God, like it's going, and then they come back and you're like, oh shit, I got to do this again. You know what I mean?
100%. No, it definitely was like, oh, I see him going. But like I said, I was just so blurred out from the fact. I'm just like, is he going down? What's going on? I'm really just like focused on staying alive, like more or less my breathing. I was just like getting amped up. I'm just like trying to keep focus on that. Seeing him get wobbled and everything was just a blur.
And when the doctor comes on the stage, are
I
you
had
like, oh, it's over?
no idea that he was on stage.
No way, dude. You blacked out.
Yeah, so no, I wasn't out of it. I was talking to
No,
Rob.
just like I guess mentally. Not
the
physically.
camera, the camera doesn't pan over, but I'm on the other side doing the chalk, talking to Robert, and everything like that. I had no clue that it was over, until I turned around, like, what's going on?
Dude, that's crazy. So you had no, your back was turned. You're doing your thing, and you're like, oh, it's
pretty
over.
much. I mean, like when I'm doing my chalk, walking back, I see another dude. I'm like, what? When I was walking back, he wasn't there. When I come back, I see someone new. I'm like, oh, all right.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, it was unreal.
What's up with you day to day, man? What are you into?
Yeah.
You got a family? You got brothers, sisters? What's up?
Yes,
I tried to find shit on you online. I told you on the DM.
Yeah.
I respect it because I'm from cybersecurity. I was like, yeah, this guy knows what's up.
Dude, I am so private, like in that aspect. Like I just, never been one to publicly be out there, but especially with how things are going now, definitely be pushing more. But it's just my mom and I right now in the home. My brother's in the Army, my younger brother. And yeah, it's just a small little family. I got my girlfriend too. I'll see her later today. It's gonna be wonderful.
Dude, I love that. Where you guys located at?
Yeah, I'm in North Jersey, so right next to.
Right on, Jersey. Yeah.
Yeah, right up in Passaic County. Like 40 minutes from the city.
Dude, that's very cool. Yeah, my family is all. Dude, my family's all military. My dad, my brother-in-law, my uncle, my cousin. So I definitely respect that for sure. People don't know unless they're in it, dude.
I gotta give that man more credit than I do already. I am so proud of what he does, and then when he comes home, I'm like, you're still that fucking young little brother, and you're in charge of people. Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Stand here. We'll see what's up. We'll see what you're made of.
I want to see him on PowerSlap.
Oh, dude, that would be epic. Brothers like Crazy and that other dude. Yeah. That'd be crazy, man.
Oh, no, they have every single division. It looks like it's unreal.
Dude, it's going to be interesting because right now, if anyone has a Hawaiian name, it's like, oh shit. But they're just kind of the first ones to take to it. I'm really curious as it grows and gets more international, like what culture will be on top.
Mm-hmm. I mean, as of right now, it looks like a heavy Hawaiian scene. I mean, I'm Egyptian. I know Rod. Have you spoke to Rod Alavi?
I haven't spoke to Rod yet, but he's coming.
He's a great dude. He's also Egyptian. He's someone I'm really excited to see up there again as well. I like that.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Are you always with the one hand, or do you feel like you could switch it up and prove power on both sides?
So I am ambidextrous. I write righty and do sports like throw football, baseball, whatever, lefty.
Okay.
I just have much better control with my left than that with the curve and how I throw a punch. It just feels much better on my shoulder. So I can switch it up, and I do train back and forth here, say, but I really like to focus on my left. And my big thing is just the rotational force. Once it, like I am right now, I mean, my game is on another level right now compared to, knowing a week later that I was going to Vegas to fight, and here we are now. It's a total 180, and I'm really nervous for everyone in my division, truthfully.
I love it, man. I love it. So who's the next guy, dude? Who's the next guy?
Whoever wants it, honestly. Like, I'm not one who's itching to beg for a fight, but I'll tell you this, like, I'm gonna put on a fucking show for the next one. I have been putting in the work to get my craft right. Like, as just weird, as surreal for the people that don't really get into power slap, are like, what is this? What do you mean train for? Dude, it's gonna pay off, and they'll see when I'm up there again. I'm really excited.
Dude, that's so cool. I think you're smart too. Not blowing up, Erica's phone and things like that. I just got done talking to, like, what do you gain? Yeah, you feel like you come across as that girl chasing the hot jock or whatever in an 80s movie. Like, it's not going to work.
Of course, if they want you, they want you, Of course, it'd be nice to, like, reach out, know some things. But, it's also a business. You need to understand that the world doesn't revolve around you, and your time will come. That's it.
Yeah, for sure. And it doesn't hurt that everyone can pick you out of a crowd, dude. Like, you've got to look, they're like, oh, I got that guy. Dude.
It's awesome. It really is just a raw fucking sport. That's what really got me into it, was the rawness of it. Like, you can't, like, I get defense, and that's a real true art in mixed martial arts, being able to defend, block, evade. But this is just that barbaric, raw fucking gladiator shit I like. That is exactly what I like, and what makes me, when I'm up there, man, and getting hit, I'm not any type of, I'm not any get off of pain or anything like that. But, dude, you feel alive, and
You're not some sadistic BDSM bastard.
You get it. You get where I'm going.
I get it.
It's just freaking unreal, and I love it. I really do.
I heard Raiden say the other day, it's like modern day gunslinging, and dude, I kind of thought that was brilliant, to be honest.
Yeah, it's pretty close to it. I mean, 1, 2, 3. I mean, imagine you both go at the same time.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine? Hey, teams,
awesome.
That's probably coming. The tag Power team. Slap Extreme, something like that.
Yeah. You'll see one of the other event holders probably do something like that one day.
Yeah, the Bellator of Slap will have that going as their shtick. So are you going to Abu Dhabi, or are you just hanging back? And
unfortunately, I would love to, but the amount of travel and getting off of work for all that, it's just not in the books. But December's looking pretty hopeful, whether I'm in the stage or whether I'm in the stands, I hope to be there. So
when they announced the Fontainebleau partnership, me and my boys got stoked because we can now go to all of them.
Wonderful.
We're actually getting
fights this year, I believe.
It's going to be huge. But yeah, Abu Dhabi's just a little bit. That's not happening right now. You know what I mean?
As cool as it is, it's definitely something that I would wait a little bit longer once the funds are more set on my end, at least.
100%. Hey man, same here. So you said, you're not slapping full time. You've got a job, and then this is just sort of your adrenaline dream.
I wouldn't even, no, don't get me wrong. I take this very serious. The way I talk and the way I present myself, I am very laid back, and that's the golden thing too. People, underestimate me. People, think they can just like do a thing. You could try, do what you need to do. I'll always answer back. That's just how I always been, how I operate. And I just love it. It really has put a competitive edge to me that I've needed much more than I do already. And it's just freaking fun, too. That's the best part about it. I get to have fun with it, too. And I get to be competitive. And I get to work hard and work out and be in better shape. This is just like an overall positive, like, snowball effect I've seen entering my life, truthfully.
Dude, I love that. It sounds like it. I mean, how you act and, carry yourself and all that. Like, you can see that, like, this is your passion, dog. Like, this is the thing. Yeah, it's very cool.
It really, like I said, it's just so much fun, and I recommend it to anybody.
Yeah, my kids are giving me a hard time. They're like, do it. I'm like, okay, let's just tap the brakes a little bit.
No, it's crazy though. I love it.
And dude, think about it. What a conversation starter, dude.
Like,
like what you're going out, whatever, with your girl. They're like, oh
Mhm.
yeah, he also does power slap. Everybody's got to go, what? And then, you know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah, people like when I'm at work and all that stuff, and I told them about like, what do you mean? Like you don't look like here. I'll show you a clip. Like, what the fuck is this, dude? I'm like, yeah,
And the clip's got like 5 million views. Like
I
they're
know. I'm
like,
like, oh,
they're just
what?
blown away.
It's crazy how much that stuff just freaking skyrockets in social media.
It's nuts, man. It's weird to think because like, so I'm a huge MMA nerd, right?
Yeah,
So my first fight I watched in UFC was Liddell Couture 3, so a long time ago.
yeah. What is that?
And
UFC 80, right? 80
80
something.
something, yeah, it was like 2007 or 8.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was a minute ago. And back then, you know, even though the sport was pretty big in its own niche, guys still had jobs, guys still had to pay their plane tickets to get there, all that kind of stuff. And what's cool with Slap is okay, maybe it's not to the same level as the UFC is now, but dude, they're already treating you guys so much better, it sounds like.
Hands down. What I've noticed too is like you'll see some people say how it's like how UFC was back in the day. To an extent, I agree, but it has the backbone of the UFC to only grow and prosper, and you can see in the production for one, they put so much time and effort into it, and you know they put on a show and make sure you guys get a great value out of it. So you're only going to see it just go up from here and international now, and I've seen a lot of people, on social media as well, who were like, what the fuck is this, and stuff like that. Actually, like, go into it and be like, this is kind of getting me, it's starting to swap over, it's starting to get some people. I mean, you just got to see it to get it. You just got to see it to get it.
You totally do. So on PS8,
Yep.
I saw that Paige Van Zant was gonna like make her debut or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So literally the day before, I saw that on Instagram, and I looked at my kid and I was like, "Hey, you want to go to Power Slap?" And he goes, "Oh, I've seen that on TikTok."
Yeah.
And then my oldest son, who's not that guy, like he speaks Chinese fluently. He's crazy ass smart. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's like,
Oh,
"Oh, I've seen that too." And when my oldest son was like, "I've seen that," I was like, "Okay, what the fuck? Like, what's going on?" And so we bought tickets, did a turn and burn to Vegas, and what you just said is very real. They make it look on social media like it's in a stadium.
yeah.
And when you get there, you're not in a stadium; it's just in a ballroom. But once it starts going, dude, you really do
It's
feel like, holy
tough.
shit, it's cool.
Yeah. All the crowd's all pumped up, everyone's all amped and getting crazy. Oh, all the same tone. It's just crazy. It is a
Dude, I love
lively.
it.
It's lively, man. It's the place to be.
It is lively, and you get to know the ticks too, like, oh, I ate that shit, or
Yep.
somebody's twerking on the fucking podium. Like, it is a
There's
show,
some
right?
wild ones.
Yeah, there's
Freaking
some wild ones for sure.
yeah. I've been thinking. I'm like, I just gotta get that quick knockout. I have a feeling I got something in me for when that happens.
Well,
Something.
dude, I hope they let you loose on PS10 in Vegas. That'd be incredible.
Oh, that'd be so much fun. Yeah, like I said, whatever happens, happens. They let me. I mean, I'm not even gonna say let. If they want me, I'm down. That's it. It's simple enough. Um,
Dude, that's so cool. What are your plans with it? Like, if your brand does grow
yeah,
and your goals are accomplished in it, like, what do you want to accomplish? Is stability? Is it fame? Is it like just to prove you can do it? You know what I'm saying?
just like for me personally, my real goal is always just to bring real peace to myself and just be stable and all around mentally, physically, and life itself. Just whatever peace I can find with it, I want to just put on a show and just make people happy with it. I love it. I want to do it for as long as my head can take it, and we'll keep rolling until we can.
Dude, I
Really,
love so.
I love it. It is just so cool.
Dude, your passion for it is like it's so addictive. I can feel it through the phone, bro.
Appreciate it, Tony.
Like,
Really, it means
dude,
a
that's
lot.
awesome.
Seriously,
So I
this was
heard,
all stuff that really came after PowerSlap. This more personality to me, what really gave me a lot more confidence in myself, especially being surrounded by such, I don't want to say any like, oh, I'm this, that, but very, very high of themselves in a positive way. Surrounding myself around that, learning how to really, be personal to yourself. It's just been a great mental game for myself, and that's what I really needed. And couldn't be more thankful for it.
Yeah, dude, I love that. I mean, and people think about that, man. How many billions of people are looking for that thing, and you found it?
We're
Like,
getting there
that's
day by
huge.
day, day by day.
Uh, so I gotta ask. I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard that like you have had quite the weight loss journey, and I want to talk
Yeah.
about it because look at me. Me too. Me
Yes,
too.
sir. That's what's up. Look at us now.
Yeah, yeah. So 265. I got into. So this is the how it happened. Total fat kid growing up. Like
Yep.
just if I wasn't good at sports, I would have been bullied so bad. Like because I was just so big. Um, but later on, I got into bodybuilding,
Hmm.
and then bodybuilding took me to strongman, and strongman, I got up to 260, and right now I'm 199.
Wonderful.
And what happened is I was literally, you feel like this Goliath, right? But I ended up breaking my back doing a toe and set me back. And then I got back in the gym. I'm like, okay, this happens to all of them, unfortunately, but whatever, whatever. And bro, I got done at the gym. I was on this incline repping like 300 whatever pounds, just warming up.
Yeah.
And I looked in the mirror, bro, after I got done, and I felt like I felt like a man, all this kind of stuff. But when I looked in the mirror, I was like, you know what? I'm just fat.
Yeah.
Like I'm just unhealthy, and the journey it takes to get down and feel better, like even breathing is quite the journey. So whatever, I'd love for you to tell your journey and all that because
Absolutely.
I know how hard it is. I respect that.
I appreciate it. Yeah, for sure. So I've always been a bigger dude. I think once I entered elementary school around like third grade is when I started. I was always a chubby, water weight kid, but then held the weight as I got older and bigger. Lost weight at one point and then gained all back like the year, like not even a couple months later. It was just like a growth spurt and then back to normal, just smoking pot, fucking going out, fast food, whatever. And I did sports, I wrestled and stuff like that, but I just never took my health serious into an extent. Um, I'd say the biggest I was 315 pounds. That was around,
Yo,
yeah, it was around COVID. COVID was my biggest, air fryer all day, not going out doing
dude,
anything.
fucking COVID, man.
It was a gift and a curse to some, but after COVID, started to ease up a bit and the gyms opened up again, that's where I used to work at a Crunch Fitness. And I didn't really work out per se there or anything like that. But once the gyms opened up again, I was like, all right, why not? I might as well try like doing a lift. It's much more open. And then I just did that for a little bit, ate so much less. That was the biggest thing and key thing to losing weight, calorie deficit. I will say honestly, it wasn't the most healthiest amount I was eating. I was eating maybe under 500-600 calories.
Oh my
I
God.
I was not hungry. I would
Did you
just
pass out ever?
no. I
No
wouldn't
way.
really am an anomaly with like how some things work and function.
Dude,
But
respect.
yeah, thank you. Like respect, but it was just like so silly. There are great ways to lose weight. Mine wasn't the most healthiest, but it definitely got me to a point where I feel healthy now and took about 5 months to drop from I would say 280 to 205, and
Whoa.
it was
5 months, dude?
yeah, just eating less, just my having motivation to just go with friends. That was just it. I never had a real drive in anything like that with multiple things in this and things in the past too. It's just been a snowball of just positiveness, and I'm just very thankful for what I've gotten out of this. Regardless of if this is the end of my line, I'm still happy with what I've gotten out of it. You know what I mean?
Dude, that is such a cool thing. Like, so each week you had to be visibly shrinking.
I noticed once I hit around 250 when people were like, "Are you losing weight?" I was like, "Yeah, I guess I am." Yeah, my shirt started to slim a bit. I was like, "My
Yeah.
tummy's not." You look down, and you're like, "Oh, that's a little bit different looking too."
Yeah, there's my dick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he gets it. You get it.
Oh, I get it. I get it.
You get it. Yes, it gets bigger when you lose weight. Fun
Yes.
fact.
I love it, dude, because every day it's like I love the journey of doing it, but after a while, I don't want to say it makes me mad, but it kind of makes me mad when people are like, "Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Or, yeah. And they kind of talk, and it's just like, dude, just put the tub of ice cream down
Mm-hmm.
and walk around the block. And if that's too hard, walk halfway around the block. I personally believe, unless you've got some real, like, mental demons going on or something like that,
I get
it's just about consistency and just
100%.
waking the fuck up.
I couldn't agree more. And truthfully, I'm not one to ever say, "Oh, you're lazy," this and that. I know everyone has their own battles in life, and I will never judge anyone to that extent ever. But it really just comes down to just being conscious of what you are doing. Like I speak out loud to myself sometimes when I feel like something is going awry. It helps. Just be conscious and be disciplined. It gets you so far in any aspect. It's that simple.
No, it totally does. And looping that into slap, it's like you already have those skills to just be consistent and
Yeah,
show up, which a
yeah,
lot of
that's
guys, man, they probably don't.
if people don't want to take the opportunity, that's fine. It's just how people want to view it for them. For this, like for what it was, some people could think it was the worst experience ever. For me, I had such a great time. I got to meet great people, grow in mentally and physically. I got to fucking meet Dana White and all these other cool people. What more can you ask for? It's
Dude,
just maybe being simplistic. Maybe that's just being simplistic, but I had such a ball. And glass half full always with anything.
it needs to be that way because there's guys that went through that house and that whole experience for sure that
Yeah.
like they ended up somehow they twisted it into it made their life worse and it's just like it's the wrong mentality. I agree with you. You got to be positive, half glass full.
Yeah, it's however people, process through life. It gives you a view on how they view things, and two, it's whatever. I'm not gonna let anyone else decide who and how I think either. It's I don't live in a bubble per se, but I promise no one's words or anything will ever, taint me or, yeah. It's just I just try and make life so simple for myself, and it works.
Yeah, it's the way to go, man. If you think, especially in a sport that's so aggressive,
Yeah.
if you build yourself up to this clout and
Hmm.
there's nothing, no substance behind it, it's probably going to be a pretty quick career.
Yeah, man. I mean, you'll see some people that talk all this game and then get fucking dropped. Like, when I went up there with my razor, imagine I lost. Oh man, I definitely would have gotten burned like
Oh
crazy
yeah,
for that. Oh yeah,
yeah,
100%.
for sure, hundred
Yeah,
percent, 100%.
but I am 1-0 though. Unfortunately, I didn't get to do round two because of a concussion or medical suspension. I'm assuming a concussion. Um,
Yeah,
so that was the only thing. But
that was the other thing. Yeah, I was going to ask about that. So that's you just they don't tell you what it was.
I, I, they probably did. Maybe I just wasn't really focused in the moment. They probably make sense why I was sent home if I don't really. But no, I assume it was a concussion. When I was talking later on, they said, if you get hit again, we want to be worried about your head, etc. So probably a concussion.
Okay, yeah, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
that's good on the cautionary side.
Oh
So
yeah,
that makes me think. So how does it work? So in UFC, right? If you
yep.
get knocked out, that you have a 6 month suspension just to heal
Right.
up. Is that similar in slap or no? Because you're not
They
taking as many blows.
Yeah, I mean, like many people said, we really do not take many blows. We don't spar in the aspect of where we're knocking people. I doubt people are really taking hits to spar in their training. But no, for me, my medical suspension was what I think 2 weeks.
Oh,
But
that's not crazy.
no, it wasn't bad. Then again, like I felt fine after my fight. I'll be honest with you. But then again, it's the right and cautious thing to do for the long run.
Yeah, it's like we were talking to Nate, and he was like, "Look, people say they knocked me out, but I was a conscious, I was aware, but they played
Mhm.
it up as if I wasn't aware, just for like like maybe I don't know what clickbait or whatever.
Yeah.
But he's like when you're walking around, I'll agree it was a TKO, and he said
Mhm.
what you're saying, which is kind of crazy to me actually, because so much head trauma talk and CTE and all that, but when you really boil it down to the facts,
Mhm.
a couple of weeks is probably plenty of time, dude.
Yeah. No, agreed. Rightfully so. I mean, yeah, it's an open palm strike, and can be rough, but everyone has you do the right recovery as well as taking care of yourself and outside of power slap should be great. I don't know. I
Yeah,
feel great.
yeah, that's awesome.
Then
Do you
again, I've
do
only been
anything
hit
like?
once.
Do you do anything besides like Tylenol? Do you do like a sauna or anything for,
Yeah, I actually have a sauna in my house.
Oh, hell
Yeah,
yeah.
built in. It's the craziest thing ever. I love it.
Dude, I'd be in
Very,
that
very
thing all day.
Oh, dude, yeah. I come out of there. It's like I work at 5 a.m, so I'm like maybe in there for like the 45 out of 3 hours. I'm awake when I get home.
And you're instantly getting health benefits, so it works out.
Oh yeah,
Dude, that's so
it's just
badass.
it's a cycle. That I really like to keep busy. That's what I've noticed works best for me. Because if I got nothing going on, I'm just gonna hop right in bed. I'm a homebody, man. I don't like going out. I don't do the clubs. I don't do any of that stuff. It just is not my thing. But like I like going out hanging with my friends, of course. But yeah, man, if I just like to stay busy, and like I said, for PowerSlap, it's the perfect thing to keep me busy. Go to the gym, do my training, what I need to do my mobility, and do dinner, sauna, go to bed.
Hey, man, you might be living
It's a
the
good
dream,
schedule.
bro.
I
Yeah,
really am.
you might be
I'm
living the
very
dream,
thankful.
son.
I just can't wait to see where this goes. I hope to fucking put on another show and kick it up.
Well, if they call you for PS10, we'll come up and give you a high five, man. We're gonna be there.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah, you
Yeah,
guys know
dude.
I'm gonna definitely come up to everyone. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, dude, it's so cool. Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, thank you
Like,
for having me. Seriously,
we are
what a pleasure.
so, dude, we're so pumped. We had no idea that what this circus was gonna do, and my boys. Truth be told, man, I'll just tell you, like, we did it serious, but kind of just to play.
Yeah.
And then like the fighters, strikers have been so cool and so nice, and they're just flooding our DMs. And so I had a talk with my kid last night. I'm like, look, dude, I'm not going to do this without your permission. This was our
Yeah.
thing, but like we have a ton of stuff coming up. Are you cool if I do it on my own? And
Mhm.
we're in a blended family, so that he doesn't live with me full time.
Yeah.
So he hit me with the text, and he's like, "You got this, big dog."
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, you know it. You know what to say.
yeah.
That's wonderful, and I'm very so excited to see the growth even more for you guys and everyone that's been in this scene too. Everyone's been so respectful and kind too. Seriously, that's a
Yeah.
big thing for me is everyone's character and how you treat one another. You get respect. It's a two-way street, and I've seen nothing but kind and positiveness. So thank you for that. Really it means a ton.
Yeah, absolutely. No, and back at you. I thank you very much. Before we go,
Yeah.
speaking to him, so he does have a question for you, and the question is,
Yeah.
when he said when,
Yeah.
when you become champ, what's the
My
first thing you're gonna what's the first thing you're gonna spoil yourself with?
Man, what am I going to spoil myself with when I get that belt? Maybe another motorcycle.
Ooh.
Maybe another motorcycle. We'll see how everything's going. Maybe just get debt free or a new motorcycle.
Dude, I love it. He's been pushing me so hard to get this thing. It's called like a Sauron or a Suron or something like that.
Oh, the Sauron, yeah.
Yeah,
They're
but they're like $8,000, dude.
Yeah, they're impossible to find. They're unreal. They're fast too. You cut the there's like a safety switch under the seat that they have to preemptively do. It's crazy.
We did that when he was little.
Mhm.
I got on YouTube and figured out how to soup up his big wheels. So you cut the wire. Yeah, you cut the wire and then you put in a bigger battery.
Yep.
It worked like a charm. It worked like a charm. Yeah, dude.
That's great.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. I'll have to tell you. Yeah, he loves the bike scene, so he'll love that answer, man. That's awesome.
Oh, that's wonderful. Just staying safe and watch out for the idiots in the cars. That's
That's it. Yeah,
Yeah.
wear orange.
Yeah, wear orange, and wear gear all the time. Yeah. God forbid.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, let's send it off.
Yeah.
We'll have you on again for sure. Thank you so much.
Oh, it's been such a pleasure.
And we'll do it again.
Absolutely. Till next time.
All right, man. Hold on one sec.